Most people believe that as long as they eat their fruits, vegetables, and stay active, their legs should remain strong well into old age. And while that routine works to some extent, there's a silent but surprising flaw. In reality, even the healthiest seniors can experience sudden leg weakness, despite following a seemingly perfect diet. That's because there's a hidden set of foods that play a very specific role in maintaining lower limb strength, and they're almost never part of the average diet. We often assume that aging alone explains weaker legs or slower mobility. But emerging insights are revealing that this belief doesn't hold up under scrutiny. In truth, nutritional gaps, not age, may be the leading cause of declining leg strength in otherwise healthy older adults. Today's video explores a surprising nutritional truth that's helping many strong seniors regain leg function within weeks, without medication or complicated routines. If you're feeling unusually weak, less stable when walking, or struggling with joint control, these overlooked foods could become your strongest ally in restoring stability and strength. But here's what makes this more urgent. What if your leg weakness has nothing to do with age, but everything to do with one missing nutrient in foods almost no one talks about? Not even most doctors and nutritionists. By overlooking these key foods, you might be unknowingly accelerating the breakdown of your leg strength up to 3 times faster, right under your feet. One of these foods we are going to talk about later in the video was used in military recovery programs during wartime to rebuild injured soldiers' mobility, far faster than standard diets allowed. It's a nutritional powerhouse that may be hiding in plain sight, and yet it's rarely ever consumed today. Stick with us to uncover what it is, why it worked then, and why it still works now. If you're serious about staying mobile and strong as you age, like this video, comment 100 if it resonates with you, or 0 and let's know why, if it doesn't. And consider subscribing for practical, evidence-based health tips to stay ahead of hidden nutritional risks. Now, let's uncover what these 8 foods are and how they're helping seniors restore their leg strength faster than expected. 8. Black sesame seeds. Some seniors silently endure a slow, creeping weakness in their legs that persists no matter how often they stretch or take gentle walks. They assume it's just the natural cost of aging. But beneath this common frustration lies a problem few recognize: silent oxidative stress in skeletal muscle tissue. According to research published by Japan's National Institute of Health and Nutrition, one key compound in black sesame seeds, sesame, has the remarkable ability to lower this very oxidative stress. This is crucial because when unchecked, oxidative stress leads to microdamage in muscle fibers and mitochondria, damage that accumulates subtly, sapping energy and responsiveness from the legs over time. Here's the surprising part. While most diets neglect this kind of cellular wear, black sesame seeds work at the root level, repairing the invisible architecture of strength. They deliver a trio of essential minerals that many seniors are unknowingly low in: zinc, copper, and calcium. Each plays a critical role in rebuilding not just bones or muscles in isolation, but the connective coordination between them. Zinc alone is required for over 300 enzymatic functions, many of which regulate the regeneration of ligaments and tendons. In older adults, even slight deficiencies in zinc can prolong tissue repair and leave joints more vulnerable to strain after light activity. As we age, the body's ability to form cross-linked collagen declines. This weakens ligaments, the stabilizing bands around our joints. Copper facilitates the cross-linking of collagen, making tendons more resilient and less prone to overstretching or injury. 1 tablespoon of black sesame seeds contains about 10% of your daily zinc requirement and offers copper in a bioavailable form that contributes to joint stability, a factor that becomes especially vital in preventing falls among seniors. Added to this is the calcium content, which isn't just about strengthening bones. When absorbed alongside these other minerals, it helps regulate muscle contraction, minimizing cramps and the sudden, jarring spasms that can destabilize gait. In essence, black sesame seeds don't merely support muscle or bone health in isolation, they rebuild the communication lines between them. This is the difference between strong-looking legs and functionally stable legs. And for seniors who already consume dairy to support bone health, black sesame seeds offer a plant-based, gentler alternative that addresses not just density, but integrity. For example, the calcium in dairy is often less effectively absorbed in the absence of copper and zinc, whereas the mineral matrix in sesame naturally balances absorption. I recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons per day sprinkled over steamed vegetables, added to soups, or blended into a morning smoothie, can gradually restore the fine-tuned strength necessary for stable, confident walking. This tiny dietary shift may help reverse the overlooked erosion in muscle responsiveness that so many seniors quietly endure. 7. Amaranth grain. It's easy to overlook a food like amaranth, especially when it doesn't show up in modern cereal aisles or popular breakfast menus. But neglecting this ancient grain is a nutritional mistake that many seniors can't afford to make. The key issue lies in leg instability, a condition often linked not to weak muscles, but to degraded ligaments and tendons. And that's where amaranth becomes more than a food, it becomes a structural ally. What makes it unique is its unusually high lysine content. Unlike other grains, which lack this essential amino acid, amaranth provides lysine in sufficient amounts to promote collagen production, the very protein responsible for keeping tendons elastic and ligaments responsive. This matters more than most people think. As ligaments weaken, the knees and ankles lose their natural recoil, turning simple movements like getting up from a chair or stepping off a curb into challenges. A clinical review in the journal Nutrients found that lysine supplementation improved tissue recovery rates and reduced musculoskeletal discomfort in aging adults. Amaranth, as a complete plant-based protein, is one of the few grain sources that can naturally provide this healing support. It gets even more interesting here. Amaranth is also one of the richest plant sources of magnesium. Just 1 cooked cup delivers nearly 40% of the recommended daily allowance. For older adults who suffer from muscle locking, night cramps, or delayed muscle relaxation after walking or standing, this mineral is non-negotiable. Magnesium doesn't just help with cramp prevention, it fuels ADP production, the molecule that powers muscle contractions. In plain terms, more ADP means more muscular stamina and less of that heavy-legged, dragging feeling that discourages physical activity. And there's more. Unlike refined grains, which spike blood sugar and provide little in the way of long-term energy, amaranth supports neuromuscular coordination and stabilizes energy release. This makes it particularly beneficial for seniors who find themselves exhausted after minimal exertion. Boiling amaranth into a soft porridge and pairing it with cinnamon not only enhances flavor, but also improves blood sugar regulation, a concern for many older adults. However, for those on kidney medication or managing phosphorus levels, physician consultation is advised before adding amaranth regularly. For everyone else, incorporating just 2 servings of amaranth per week as a warm cereal, a side dish, or a base for vegetable bowls can help restore lower body coordination, ease muscular tension, and strengthen the framework that keeps legs steady and mobile with age. 6. Sacha inchi seeds. These seeds may not be a staple in most kitchens, but their impact on aging legs is both profound and scientifically validated. What many seniors perceive as age-related leg weakness is often the result of low-grade chronic inflammation. This type of inflammation doesn't always show up in obvious ways, but it disrupts joint function, degrades muscle tissue, and interferes with the neural signals responsible for movement coordination. Sacha inchi, a seed native to the Amazon, targets this very problem with a unique nutritional composition. Let me simplify this for you. Sacha inchi is a rich source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Unlike other sources of omega-3 that can be hard to digest or cause reflux, like fish oils or certain nuts, Sacha inchi is well tolerated, even by sensitive digestive systems. A review published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 highlighted its capacity to reduce inflammatory markers linked to joint stiffness and sarcopenia, the gradual muscle loss associated with aging. But inflammation isn't the only area where Sacha inchi shines. It also supports neuromuscular performance. Its natural tryptophan content contributes to serotonin production, which isn't just about mood. Serotonin plays a critical role in motor function and motivation. Many seniors who hesitate or feel mentally blocked before walking may not realize that these experiences often have biochemical roots. By improving serotonin levels, Sacha inchi supports both the mental and physical drive needed for confident mobility. Just 1 ounce of roasted Sacha inchi seeds delivers over 100% of the daily recommended intake for ALA. along with nearly 7 grams of protein, enough to support lean muscle maintenance without triggering bloating or discomfort. It pairs easily with chopped vegetables, dates, or as a standalone snack, offering an anti-inflammatory alternative to processed seed and nut mixes. However, due to its mild blood-thinning properties, those taking anticoagulant medications should speak with their physician before including it regularly. For others, eating Sacha inchi once or twice weekly can ease joint friction, lower muscular resistance, and renew the fluid movement that makes daily walks feel less like a task and more like second nature again. 5. Prunes. They're often dismissed as nothing more than a remedy for constipation, but prunes have an entirely different, far more impactful function, one that directly improves lower body strength and stability in seniors. The core issue at play is calcium misplacement. Many older adults consume calcium, but their bodies struggle to direct it into bones where it's needed. This is where prunes, rich in vitamin K2, offer a crucial intervention. Vitamin K2 helps shuttle calcium out of soft tissues like arteries and joints, where it can cause stiffness or pain, and into the bone matrix, where it strengthens skeletal support. A meta-analysis in Osteoporosis International confirmed K2's role in enhancing bone mineral density and reducing the risk of age-related fractures. But there's more happening inside a prune than just calcium support. The polyphenol in prunes actively reduce TNF-alpha, an inflammatory cytokine that accelerates muscle breakdown and contributes to joint degeneration. And then there's boron, a trace mineral many diets overlook. Boron helps regulate estrogen levels, which, post-menopause, is especially important for maintaining musculoskeletal integrity in aging women. This synergy, K2, polyphenol, and boron, helps recalibrate how muscles and bones interact. When bones are stronger and inflammation is reduced, muscles contract more efficiently and with greater coordination. This can reduce unexpected stumbles and restore a sense of balance and stability that many seniors feel is slipping away. Each serving of 5 prunes provides over 20% of the recommended daily intake for boron and enough K2 to make a functional impact over time. And because they're naturally sweet and soft, prunes are easy to integrate into breakfast bowls, midday snacks, or even savory dishes with meats and grains. That said, seniors managing blood sugar or insulin resistance should avoid consuming prunes with other high-carb foods and consider spacing them away from larger meals. For most older adults, one small serving of prunes daily is a low-effort, high-impact way to strengthen the bone-muscle relationship, helping restore lower body strength from the inside out. 4. Seaweed. A deeply underestimated food that could quietly transform the way aging adults experience leg strength and balance. While most people zero in on calcium and protein when thinking about muscle health, there's a hidden mechanism that many overlook: thyroid function. And the truth is, subclinical hypothyroidism, that is, a thyroid that's not severely underactive but still not functioning optimally, has been clinically associated with subtle, yet progressive, muscle fatigue, especially in the lower limbs. The Endocrine Society has highlighted that even borderline thyroid dysfunction in older adults can lead to slowed reflexes, poor coordination, and impaired muscle firing. What does this mean for the legs? It means persistent weakness, less confidence while walking, and an increased risk of falls, all stemming not from the muscles themselves, but from the hormones meant to regulate their energy output. Here's where seaweed becomes more than just a side dish. This marine vegetable contains 2 critical components the thyroid needs to function properly: iodine and tyrosine. Iodine is a trace mineral that the thyroid uses to produce its primary hormones, T3 and T4, which in turn regulate metabolic rate and neuromuscular efficiency. Tyrosine is the amino acid backbone of these hormones. Seaweed, especially varieties like kelp, wakame, and dulse, provides both of these nutrients in forms that are highly bioavailable. But it doesn't stop there. These same seaweed types are also rich in selenium and manganese, cofactors required for the conversion of thyroid hormone into its active form and for protecting thyroid tissue from oxidative stress. Without adequate selenium, the body cannot efficiently activate thyroid hormones, no matter how much iodine is present. Now, let me explain the surprising part. Seaweed doesn't just nourish the thyroid directly. It also supports the gut bacteria responsible for absorbing and processing iodine. The polysaccharides in seaweed act as prebiotics, enhancing the gut's ability to utilize the iodine you consume, making the effects even more potent and sustained. This creates a two-way support system, feeding the thyroid directly and improving the environment that governs nutrient absorption. In seniors, where digestive efficiency tends to decline, this mechanism can mean the difference between simply consuming a nutrient and actually benefiting from it. A study published in Thyroid Research demonstrated how even mild iodine deficiency in seniors was linked with slower walking speeds, decreased leg responsiveness, and balance instability. But those who corrected their iodine levels through natural food sources saw noticeable improvements within weeks. 2 to 3 servings per week of seaweed, particularly in the form of low-sodium nori snacks, kelp flakes sprinkled on salads, or wakame added to soups, can help restore this hormonal muscular axis. Importantly, this is a food-based approach, which poses less risk of overdose compared to iodine supplements. 3. Chicken hearts. An unusual yet incredibly strategic addition to the diet of seniors aiming to restore leg stamina and power. Often dismissed due to unfamiliarity, this small organ meat delivers something that standard cuts of poultry simply cannot: a concentrated dose of coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. This fat-soluble antioxidant is essential for cellular energy production and specifically for mitochondrial efficiency. Why does this matter for aging legs? Because mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside muscle cells, rely heavily on CoQ10 to generate ADP, the molecule that fuels every muscular contraction. As we age, natural CoQ10 production declines, particularly in the muscles that perform frequent, load-bearing tasks like walking, standing, and climbing stairs. You won't believe this next part. Clinical trials have shown that replenishing CoQ10 can directly translate into improved walking capacity and muscle output. In one study published in Biofactors, elderly adults who supplemented with CoQ10 saw measurable improvements in walking distance and fatigue tolerance in under 8 weeks. Chicken hearts provide a food-based, highly absorbable form of this compound, meaning the benefits start from the inside out, supporting the body's ability to generate and use energy efficiently. But that's not all. Chicken hearts also contain heme iron, which is the most bioavailable form of dietary iron, critical for red blood cell production and oxygen delivery to muscles. Combine this with a rich spectrum of B vitamins, particularly B12 and riboflavin, and you have a complete package supporting oxygen transport, energy metabolism, and nerve function. These are the precise systems that begin to weaken with age, particularly in the lower limbs. Adding to the benefit, chicken hearts are also a natural source of taurine and zinc. Taurine contributes to muscle contractility and reduces oxidative damage, while zinc supports tissue repair and immune resilience. Together, they create a recovery-friendly environment inside the body, one that allows seniors to not only move more efficiently, but also bounce back faster after physical activity. For those comfortable with organ meats, consuming 1 to 2 servings per week, about 3 to 4 ounces per serving, can significantly boost internal energy systems. For individuals who prefer not to eat organ meats, a high-quality CoQ10 supplement of 100 to 200 milligrams per day can be considered under medical guidance. Brands like Cunol and Doctor's Best offer formulations known for superior absorption. Still, for those without dietary restrictions, incorporating chicken hearts into a stew, sauté, or broth offers a powerful and natural way to revive the body's inner battery, especially for legs that fatigue quickly or lack stamina with age. 2. Watercress. A deceptively delicate green with a robust impact on leg circulation, muscle repair, and metabolic stamina. Unlike more common greens like spinach or kale, watercress brings an edge through its unique nutritional matrix: high natural nitrate levels, vitamin C, and a potent plant compound called sulforaphane. This trio works in synergy to address one of the most limiting factors in senior mobility: blood flow and recovery in the lower limbs. Let me simplify this for you. When you consume natural nitrates from watercress, your body converts them into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. This improved vasodilation enhances oxygen delivery to muscle tissues, particularly in the legs, where poor circulation often slows recovery and contributes to fatigue. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that increasing nitrate intake through greens led to measurable improvements in walking speed and lower body endurance within just 3 weeks in older adults. Meanwhile, sulforaphane, more commonly associated with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, helps mitigate oxidative stress inside muscle cells. It reduces inflammation and speeds up cellular repair, particularly after walking, exercise, or standing for prolonged periods. Paired with vitamin C, which supports collagen formation in muscle and connective tissue, watercress becomes not just a salad ingredient, but a recovery-accelerating therapeutic food. Together, these nutrients reduce the soreness and stiffness that often discourage seniors from maintaining regular physical activity. Another overlooked benefit of watercress is its effect on liver detoxification pathways. It supports phase 2 liver enzymes, which help process metabolic waste products that build up during muscle use. Efficient detoxification contributes to better energy distribution and reduces systemic inflammation, both of which are necessary for sustained physical performance in aging bodies. For practical intake, just 1 cup of raw watercress per day, whether added to salads, blended into soups, or used as a garnish, can yield visible improvements in leg vitality and reduce the time needed to recover from exertion. Watercress stands as a remarkably simple yet powerful ally in restoring strength and resilience to aging legs. Finally, Blackstrap molasses, a deep, mineral-packed syrup that once served as a frontline solution in wartime recovery and today remains one of the most efficient natural remedies for muscular weakness in seniors. Unlike standard sweeteners, Blackstrap molasses is not just about flavor, it's about function. This dark syrup is a nutritional concentrate containing high levels of iron, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, for minerals that are directly involved in oxygen transport, nerve signaling, and muscle contraction. Now, let me explain why that's critical for aging legs. Iron supports the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to muscle tissues. Without adequate iron, the legs cannot perform sustained activity, leading to early fatigue. Magnesium helps regulate neuromuscular impulses, allowing for smoother, more coordinated movement. Calcium is essential for muscle fiber contraction, while potassium prevents painful cramps and supports electrolyte balance. Deficiency in any of these, which is common in older adults due to absorption issues, creates a cascade of muscular dysfunction, reduced endurance, and nighttime leg discomfort. A study in mineral and electrolyte metabolism confirmed that the mineral blend in Blackstrap molasses is more bioavailable than that found in many synthetic supplements, particularly among seniors with mild anemia or low energy. Just 1 tablespoon provides over 20% of daily iron needs, along with meaningful doses of magnesium and potassium, all without the gastrointestinal side effects often seen with tablets or capsules. Within 10 to 14 days of consistent intake, many seniors report improved energy in their legs, reduced frequency of cramps, and a greater sense of stability when walking. It can be stirred into warm water, added to porridge, or mixed into smoothies, a format especially beneficial for those with poor appetite or difficulty swallowing pills. For those managing blood sugar, dilution in warm water or alternating days can offer a safer approach. Still, Blackstrap molasses remains one of the few foods whose historical use in war-injured rehabilitation aligns perfectly with modern science. Its ability to quickly replenish mineral stores and support the body's energy and muscular systems makes it a time-tested and evidence-backed addition to any senior's nutritional strategy. For most aging individuals, this one simple addition may be the key to restoring not just strength, but functional independence in their daily movements. Each of these 8 foods offers a science-backed pathway to improving leg strength, endurance, and recovery in aging adults. From nutrient-dense greens to overlooked organ meats and mineral-rich superfoods, their benefits are grounded in both clinical findings and real-world results. Start small by incorporating just one of these into your meals this week and expand as you go. Your body will thank you. And if you've watched this far, it means you care about your health and strength, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future insights. Comment below and tell us which food surprised you the most and where in the world you're watching from. We'd love to hear your story. Thank you for being part of this health journey.